tap here between the New Orleans Saints and the Cleveland Browns. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Browns will take over first and 10.
Watson and the Browns now with a first and 10
at the 33-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb.
They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
The Browns at 9-5 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
42 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here.
For a lot of people, the MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Chubb
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and goal.
They run it again with Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb with career touchdown number 60.
And the Browns are on the board first here this afternoon.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. On 2nd and 11 now. Winston.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Winston. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. This defense for the Browns, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Greedy Williams picks it off, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb.
Brought down at the 20.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run with Chubb. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a loss of 4. Brings up 3rd and goal.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Now Watson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point hooks a bit, but it's up and good. And it's now 14-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Winston now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Myles Garrett, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
I know we don't have a special scoreboard to show it, but the offense, they've surrendered more sacks than they have points thus far. This defense, they're winning in all phases of the game right now.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Browns drive about to get started.
It has been about as perfect of a start.
Oh, Chubb fumbled it, and this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Winston to give. It's Kamara.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. On 2nd and 9, Winston. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Winston to the sideline here on 4th down, and Will Lutz gets set for a New Orleans field goal try.
From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. The kick by Lutz is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And again, it's Chubb. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor.
And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2nd down, Winston.
They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
The kick by Lutz is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20.
Myles Jack with a big-time hustle play there as he backs the offense up.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Watson. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
Fielded just inside the 30. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve.
As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Now this, a very short kick.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. Yeah, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Jameis to throw it. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Again, Kamara. And this time he'll run into a wall right at the 4-yard line.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Now Winston. And this is going to be intercepted.
Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So a big chance goes by the wayside there. A tough break on 3rd and goal.
Yeah, as a general rule, you know you're usually not going to win games with field goals. But in this case, they had 3 points in their pocket. I get what he was trying to do, but that's a big swing of momentum right there.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
From his goal line here, Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. That's taken it around the 40. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Kamara.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Here's Winston. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Winston to the sideline here on 4th down, and Will Lutz gets set for a New Orleans field goal try.
From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And the deficit will stay at 2 field goals. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's Demario Davis navigating his way into the backfield for a tackle for loss. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
$13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
Watson off play action. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
96 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, Marvin, our number 1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards. Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
They'll run for it. Chubb. And he has the 1st down before he's...
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can SEE, 'cause I need your eyes on me. 'Cause once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. came to make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully. Put in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like I'm fasting, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, cause here come the pain. No one to call up for help, no one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did it, so we had to come ring your bell. Like I need a ward, wait until I score, make it rain till it pour. I'm a dog on fours, put in work like a chore till I'm underneath the floor, in the trenches like a war. If they wanna give them more, when I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. 4th down, 4 yards, put it all on the line. I am not worried cause it is our time. I hear the crowd in the background, man, they just wanna see me shine. For the hell of it, it's irrelevant. You lacking the intelligence to make it make sense. We gon' manifest whatever we came to get. That's a little money and a trophy and nothing they gon' respect. We don't care who the best, we don't worry who was next. We gon' put them boys to rest like a Tempur-Pedic bed. I'm ahead of the rest like I came without a net. They gon' say it under breath, I'ma say it with my chest. I got it wrapped like a toga, put the whole team on my shoulders. Hold up, wake these boys up, call me soldier, soldier. Flow feeling colder, some call it polar. You don't wanna box me, I'm feeling cocky. Hair stocky, leave him floppy, face Nazi. Talking all Aki, think he big poppy, then I'll chop him down like karate. I see none of you here can stop me. It's obvious, you too sloppy, cheap copy. I'm Rocky, leave his eyes all glossy, but in the end zone is where you can spot when I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown.
You see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Let's go. Photo, Porso, photogenic. All I know is the go.
Winter is just around the corner as you get a look at Highmark Stadium just south of Buffalo, New York.
Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On play action, Allen. And Cook has it, left side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down.
The Bills at 7-5 now in the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This defense for the Jets, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
Look at this, a tight end carry. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Allen now looks to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll drop it off to McAllister as running back. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. Big conversion. They were backed up deep to start the drive, able to pick up the first.
So the goal is at least a first down here, right? Pick up a first down, give yourself some breathing room, and if you have to punt after that, maybe you've helped with field position and you've helped out your defense.
And avoided a 3-and-out on their opening drive. They go play action now. Wilson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Bubba Bolden who picks it. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Cook again. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's got a man complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Stopped in his tracks by Ahmad Gardner. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Alert, alert, alert!
Here's Allen. And this is caught by Evans. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Reggie Gilliam, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bills take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Down to about the 32.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's Wilson.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So Wilson runs off, and now they will go to the man they call Greg the Leg, Greg Zuerlein.
It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept you in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at him in order to try and get the upset win.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Allen off the play fake. Going deep for Diggs. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
after the touchdown. Bass to kick it away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. Give the credit there to Jordan Phillips getting in the backfield for the tackle for loss.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Play action. It's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Wilson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They go play action with Wilson. That is caught by Mims. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he's across for 2 points. Boy, a gutsy call right there, but the fake works, and they get the 2 instead of 1. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Again, it's Cook. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him 2 on the play there, and it'll be a Buffalo first down.
And when all you want to do is keep your drive going, quarterback sneak's a great call, isn't it? Pick it up, get a new set of downs.
And on 3rd down, usually you'd think 4th down quarterback sneak. There, though, it worked on 3rd. And now they'll throw with Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Off play action. Allen on the run. He'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A carry here for the big tight end. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Now Allen.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Echols.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10. The 12-yard line.
To throw, it's Allen. Pass delivered successfully to Knox on the out route.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain a game when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the Big Apple, made apple pies, family size, leather bombers and night.